my photograph. You cut my soul in half. What do you want from me? I'm temporary. Why can't I make you see? I have it.
She wants to be mine. I can't seem to find the time. 3 minutes now, couldn't
I won't be touching you this Christmas. We really fooched things up beyond belief. No mistletoe, Santa Claus, or snow, just onions on the tree. I can't believe how bad we douched it. There's no more goodwill or cheer. I won't be touching you this Christmas, 'cause Christmas disappeared. Don't you think that if we touch again, you'll set things right? The last time that we touched, we replicated Gladys Knight. Children all across the world will soon be filled with strife. We only touched or tried to make our Snow Bjork come to life. Won't be touching you this key change. It's really not so smart. I won't be touching you this Christmas, 'cause Christmas fella, Christmas fella, Christmas fella.
My name is Jim and I traveled back in time. I traveled 13 days into the past to warn myself about something bad. Ooh yeah, but goddamn it, I forgot what I was supposed to warn myself about. Oh, why did I travel through space and time?
intro.
Who's that shuffling down the street? Exercising in hot time to the beat, with a healthy heaping handful of smoke. Don't stop, it's the groovy move-ons. We work fooling, they're grooving and moving. Don't stop, it's the groovy move-ons. They're gonna make you really feel great. They're obligated to ensure you feel great. So groovy move-on, cause we're already late. When the CIO says what the heck, they call Greg the architect. May not have a motorbike, 2 testicles or a girl I like. I may not have a fancy home, a working spleen or a hole. I may not have a family or a way to keep my stools blood free. But I've got sunshine, yes I do, 'cause David Wayne, well I've got you. Yes, I've got sunny, blinding, burning rays, 'cause I've got my wainy, 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 wainy days. She gets into the cab at 5:30, wondering if she's still alive. Tells the driver, kindly take your time, 'cause I don't think that I can take another night inside my mind. And home is not my home, it's just the place where I reside. The presidential tower's gonna fall right to the ground. The presidential tower's gonna fall right to the ground. And it won't make a sound, 'cause there's not another living soul. She gets into the elevator line. Grocery bags are going her size. She asks the kids to please press 45. And then she just leans back and takes a deep breath as she closes her eyes. This home is not my home, it's just the place where I must spend the night. The presidential tower's gonna fall right to the ground. The presidential tower's gonna fall right to the ground. And it won't make a sound, 'cause there's not another living soul.
Yes, D minor, the saddest of all chords. Good morning, Shepherd Josh. Good morning, you Jaco. Good morning, Baradane. Everybody, all the Imagivators assemble. Great to have you here. It's Wednesday morning. We are live. We're live on Imagivate Live. It's a live show. It's a live stream. It's happening right now. And you're here. I'm here. We're going to get Imagivating. I just played some... We're experimenting with, royalty-free music. So I went into the... Yesterday, I went into the Big Fat Brain audio library, pulled some of that out. You heard some of that again this morning. And I've also been finding some stuff, just lots of music that's been created over the years. You just heard the Presidential Towers, which was was my ode to Chicago, my time in Chicago when I lived in the saddest place on planet Earth, the Presidential Towers in downtown Chicago. I'll tell you more about that someday. Actually, I'm going to run the music video. There's a music video for that song. We'll do that one of these days when I figure out how to do that. The other song that we just ended on was probably one of the most terrible ideas I've ever come up with, which was called Agency Fight Night. We did this a few years ago in Cincinnati. We actually got all of the competing agencies to get together for one night of live creative warfare. So we had 3 agency teams live on a stage, and they had to do basically creative improv, coming up with ideas for a client in front of a live audience. We had a client. We had Major League Baseball and the Cincinnati Reds as judges there, and it was really it was a fun night. But terrible things came out of that, which, again, great story to tell someday, maybe not on the show. If you are new to the show, good morning. Welcome to Imagivate Live. This is a fast, furious, fun 30 minutes. We get together every weekday just to get our days started. We use our imagination to come up with terrible ideas. Why terrible ideas? Because we believe, this whole community believes, that terrible ideas lead to great thinking. So we give ourselves some time and room in the beginning of our day to let our brains go wild. Let's come up with terrible ideas that don't sound like they'd be any good at all. And what happens is we start to throw terrible ideas out, and before you know it, really interesting ideas, and maybe even not so terrible ideas, maybe even great ideas begin to emerge, and that's what we do on Imagivate Live. If you are new to the stream and you want to just lurk and kind of hang back, welcome to you. We're glad to have you here. Lurkers are just as important as the contributors, but if you want to throw your idea out there, please do. You'll see as I start to put some prompts out there, all of our Imaginators will start, Imagivators, excuse me, Imaginator. That's a different channel. You don't want that one. They'll start throwing stuff into the chat stream, and I'll start capturing as much as I can. It's really fun. We hope that you'll jump in with us. All right, well, we've got some really great stuff. Captain Spectra, subscribe for 2 months. Just resubscribe. Thank you. Thank you, Captain Spectra. So glad to have you here. Thanks for coming back. So let's head over this way. We've got... Let me get this going here again. It's the technical prowess that it takes to run this show is nothing short of profound, and I don't have it. So hang with me, bear with me. Just another reminder, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I am probably not going to be able to do a Thanksgiving morning stream. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a day off tomorrow. So if you were planning to Imagivate in the morning to get things going, I'm going to ask that you use our home kit. It should have been sent out to you 3 weeks ago. If you didn't get it, you didn't put your email address on the right list, and I'm sorry about that. But do some home with your family, get together, socially distance, of course, and Imagivate together tomorrow on Thanksgiving. And then we're not going to do Thursday Night Thinkubator, as I had indicated yesterday. We'll go back to it on Thursday of next week. Okay, and we've got really exciting stuff going on with the Thinkubator, as you know. I don't need to elaborate on that now, but go check out our Discord, and we're actually going to talk about that here in just a second. So, we had some really fun stuff yesterday. Thank you to Matt Bledsoe, Thought Worst, for joining us as he does most Tuesday mornings for Whose Tagline Is It Any Wednesday on Tuesday. We had some really great stuff together yesterday. We talked about, and there were some things that just didn't quite make the final list, one of which was, and I saw this support sidecar, when I was going back through the stream You guys, there have been so many great ideas. I haven't been able to catch them all by any means on the stream. So I go back and I read through everything. So I see the stuff that I missed. One was clam jam. It'll give you muscles. Which was just a terrible pun and a terrible idea. And so a support sidecar, I want to make sure that you were heard in the chat stream. I see everything that you guys write, even if I don't see it the first time around. Yesterday's almost most terrible idea was a great one. It got me laughing. It actually spurned some follow-up ideas, but it was Little B Fat Brain had Do As You're Told for TaskMate. We were talking about Google's new app that is seeking to turn humans into task fulfilling nodes of their giant machine learning system. And so TaskMate Do As You're Told, which led to TaskMate You Work For Us Now. That was Little B Fat Brain and Thoughtworth coming in with the finish on that one. Great job, everybody. But yesterday's most terrible idea, and I think he's here in the stream today, is TaskMate. It only makes sense. Again, terrible idea to put puns in these things. You know how much I love them. So that was terrible. Magical Trevor 2, who actually now, I think, is the continuing reigning champion of yesterday's most terrible idea awards. So congratulations and thanks for coming back in. Okay. Well, that leads me to one other thought that I wanted to share with you. What happens when we have a terrible idea that just sticks in your head and it makes you think like, man, what are we going to do about that? Well, we have Thursday Night Thinkubator, and that's one where we actually are investing our time in one very specific idea. It's a battle royale trading card game, which we're working on. But what happens if we have something that we want it to stick a little bit longer? Maybe we want to have some continuing conversation about it. Maybe it's probably just going to fade away a day or two later, but there's something about it, and we want to see if there's a way to preserve it. Well, I just created a new thing called Put a Pin in It. Yesterday's Put a Pin in It was the Tuesday Night Taskcubator. So as we were wrapping up the stream yesterday, Matt and I were talking about, this is Matt's idea, it was like, wouldn't it be great if we could sick the Imagivation community on TaskMate? If that actually launches live in our market, wouldn't it be great if we all signed up and then started doing tasks in reverse? It wants us to go take a photo of a local business. We send in upside down photos, or just basically trying to F with the system and be the resistance to our impending and imminent AI autonomy authoritarian life that we're careening towards right now. So Tuesday Night Taskcubator was like, hey, what if we got together on Tuesday nights and put our plan together to kind of mess with that system? So I put a pin in that. And what does that mean? Well, I went to our Discord, and I've got the Discord invite right there. I'm going to put it in the stream right now. Watch this. In your face technology. Is this going to work? Bam. I think that should work as well, hopefully. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, please do, because that's what's going to lead us into our Imagivation for today. I didn't even get to our Speed Swirl, did I? I just jumped right into talking. So, well, wait a minute. You know what? Put a pin in it. Haha. Let's go back over in Speed Swirl really quick. Yellow. Sometimes I got to remember, like, hey, you've been talking for a while. What did you forget to do? Oh, you forgot to stop talking and let them do things. You J-hole. All right, so let's do some things together. Here's what I thought. I've got a picture of Thanksgiving up. Do you know why I've got a picture of Thanksgiving up? Because tomorrow, I thought this was really interesting. Zoom, did you know this? Zoom is getting rid of its 40-minute limit, but only for Thanksgiving. So this is Zoom as they continue to gather up all of our data and prepare to attack, or whatever Zoom is planning to do. They've been giving us 40 minutes free. If you've got a free account, you don't even think you need an account. You can just show up in a Zoom chat and off you go. But for Thanksgiving, they're going to remove the limit, so people can have ongoing, unlimited conversations for Thanksgiving Day. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to think about what would you do? What are terrible ideas? And that's what we do on Speed Swirl. Terrible ideas with unlimited Zoom tomorrow, what would you do? Is that tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Unlimited Zoom on Thanksgiving. And this is, what would you like? As long as you've got internet access, you can have infinite, up to 24-hour long conversations. What are you going to do with that unlimited Zoom access? You've been having, you idiots, you fools, you've been having 40-minute only conversations for so long. And you're not getting to the punchline at the end of the joke. You're not getting to resolution in that terrible family controversy that you've been trying to work through. You hit 40 minutes and it's over. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow, it's unleashed Zooming. What are you going to do? Okay, G Wismo, just eat your face off in front of the stream. Eat your face off on Zoom. Okay, G Wismo, can you put the link to your 24-hour eating stream on Zoom? I think actually there's probably some sub communities that would be really interested in that. Dave on Base 32, stream soup kitchen Thanksgivings into happy suburban homes. Yeah, instead of a parade, make everybody watch live sadness happening in soup kitchens. Although I would imagine that soup kitchens are probably pretty happy on a Thanksgiving morning. Soup kitchen stream. That is a terrible idea. Dave on Base 32, swinging in. That's how you do it, folks. I mean, gee Wismo, let's be honest. Watching you eat for 24 hours, terrible idea. But that might be more of a bad decision. I'm not sure. Soup kitchen stream to happy affluent homes. Now we're talking terrible territory. And that is what we're looking for. Nice work. Let's see. Captain Spectra, go to your family physically and Zoom while you're next to each other. Okay, just Zoom in person. You know what? Just why not get every device you can? Just run and just chewing through server time on Zoom. Zoom next to each other. I like that a lot. Let's see. You'd watch one of those gourds decay to dust in real time. Okay. Yeah, do that in real time. Sure. Why not get gourd decay stream going? Ujako, 23.99 hour stream of your cat with a GoPro. Okay. Cat streams. Those do really well. Cat streams is a terrible idea. Nice job. Let's see. Let my cat log in and really, there's some good cat stuff. Hi, good morning, Scott Holtzman. Let my cat log in and really hash out strategic goals with neighbor cats. Okay. Cat strategy. You know where this is going. Catagy? Nah. Strat cat. Now we're talking. Let's see. Figure out a way to execute a time zone exploit. 24 hours of family quarreling isn't enough. Magical Trevor 2. How do you hack Zoom's already self-hacked system and get, what would you get out of that? Like 40 hours maybe with time zones? Yeah. Get 24 hours plus on Zoom Unlimited hacking package. The hack pack. Come on. I like it. Take them down even further on their free day. That seems really good. Stream family, political, and religious arguments. Why not? You're going to have it in person. You know that others will enjoy it. Stream family arguments. And they're not going to be limited to 40 minutes tomorrow. I can guarantee it. Support Sidecar, good morning. Finally, do your live stream of cover-to-cover reading of Ulysses. Yep. Yeah, and you know, Ulysses is one of those books where you might just maybe you can just even just start over and nobody would really even know that you started it over again if you ran out of time. Although I'd imagine you'd struggle to get Ulysses out in 24 hours. I would imagine. Watch turkey cook in the oven, but keep the camera on the oven even after the turkey is done. Okay, so some real metaphysical performance art in Ujako's home. Empty oven cam. Okay, yep, that's good. Boy, we got a lot. And good morning to all of our folks. M. Squirrel, welcome back. Live turkey skin crisping cam. Yep, skin crisping. Let's see. Pumpkin pie cam. Nice one, G Wismo. Cat with a Stratocaster. See what he riffs on. Yeah, just put a cat. Hey, it's like Put a million monkeys on typewriters, you're eventually going to get a Shakespeare play. Put a cat with a Stratocaster and just hit record and see what happens. Stratocat. I like it. I like it because it's terrible. It's what I'm looking for. Boy, you guys are moving fast. Toddler storytelling. Nice, M. Squirrel. Dave on Base 32. Get some analytics from the bathroom. Post a leaderboard. Uncle Dwayne wins again. Always does. He's got that high fiber diet going right now. Let's see. Thought worst, instead of watching one of those YouTube log fires, maybe I could watch a live log cabin burn to the ground. What's going on out there, Thought worst? Make sure your manifesto is safely in a fire safe before you do. Jeez. Come on, buddy. Hang in there. You, Jaco, while the camera is still on the oven. Here we go. Back into the oven cam. Discover a family of mice in my kitchen. Seriously consider heavy surveillance in the kitchen. Okay, and you know what? Zoom might actually be an inspiration for people to get more home surveillance. We just can't know what's going on enough in our lives. I think it's really important. Bloomsday Baby. Scott Holtzman. Turkey coma nap voyeur cam. Zoom everyone's nap. Ooh, creepy. Nap cam. Oof, geez. Somewhere around 2 p.m., just let that thing go. Yikes. Instead of watching a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, read every single Peanuts comic. Okay. So, it's sort of a Schultzian Thanksgiving with... And no visuals, right? Just reading. Just read it. Because I imagine that would get very surreal, just reading Charlie Brown comics without seeing the images. Yep, just watch Uncle Bruce nap in the recliner. M. Squirrel, chip bowl embedded live cam. Watch the chips disappear. Scott Holtzman, sorry, that's a Ulysses joke. Yeah, sorry. I like to be one of those guys that pretends, that I read like David Foster Wallace and all that stuff, but that's such garbage. Who would anyway? And frankly, those Irish writers, give me a break. Guys, make a sentence, okay? Use some punctuation. I don't know. Tell a story. Let's see. Recreate Monty Python's spam skit, complete with yelling and banging a stock pot. Yep. Dave on Base 32, stream footage of happy baby turkeys with their... You really want to hit people where it hurts. Happy baby turkeys. Boy, oof. I think people would just want to... That'd be like watching a car accident, probably. They want to chime in. Hey, Sarah Singanori, have remote family members compete for Zoom mic by just talking over one another when sharing what everyone's thankful for until someone wins. It's the thank off. Yep. Just go for it. All right. Nice work, everybody. Keep them coming through. Geez, I'm sorry that I was so late to the game on that one. You guys did a great job, but I do really want to. I really want to try to solve a problem that I've got. And here's what I wanted to postulate. I mentioned Discord to you. Discord feels like a place where we can extend this conversation to the community. And actually, this morning, you're proving to me that my problem that I think I'm trying to solve isn't maybe as dire as I think it is yet. But here's what I'm wondering, and I gather in, everybody. Come closer. Come right up to your screens, because I want to engage you as the Council of Elders in this burgeoning thing called the Imagivate Network. How do we build this community to be as terrible as it can be? What do I mean? Why am I asking that? What are you talking about? You just had so many people putting so many terrible ideas in here, Troy, you couldn't even keep up with it. What is your problem? What sort of itch are you trying to scratch? Well, here's what I think. I believe that when I set out to do this, I didn't know what I wanted it to be. I wasn't sure. I knew that it was going to be something like this, and I knew, as you know, I've been saying this over and over again. I wanted to fly in the face of all of the things that I've tried to do in the past. And the principal elements that I was trying to sort of transcend were, I do these things typically on my own. All that music that you heard and stuff after the Big Fat Brain stuff was stuff that I was doing, just trying to cook up ideas, but doing it on my own in isolation didn't work very well. Being precious and trying to make things perfect never really works out very well. Doing this live, having you be a part of it, actually having you be the essential part of it, is working really well. and not being precious. In fact, just being silly and kind of like doing all of this in a very ephemeral way, really paying off. Things like Tuesday Night Tascubator as an example, or the Q1 EMEA meeting. So here's what I want to know. What is essential to this community is that all of you primary players, and you are all primary players. Everybody that's in here right now has returned over and over again. It requires you to be here, right? So if it was like this for the rest of the time, and the rest of the time meaning like I'm just going to keep doing this and just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, I'm satisfied. It doesn't need to be any bigger than this. But the question is, when you guys, so for instance, 79 Seconds not around right now, right? And probably that's Ross, and he probably just got into a major run of work and stuff, and he's just like, he's wiped out. He hasn't been around for a week or two. You guys all need a chance to kind of break away and step away. And so I guess what I'm getting at is like, how do we make this robust enough that you know that if you can't check in for a week or two or whatever, that this is still going to be happening, and that I'm still going to have enough people to make this go, so that when you swing back in, this is alive and well and breathing and doing what it needs to do. And you didn't feel like, oh God, Troy's things tomorrow morning, I got to wake up and do this. So I'm killing my social accounts. So this is my terrible idea. This is my current terrible idea, is I'm going to stop trying to do like LinkedIn promos. I'm going to stop with, I haven't really done much with Instagram or Twitter or whatever. I hate social media anyway. You know that about me. I've been off of it for a while. I don't care. I just want to ensure that I can help preserve this community, because and the reason why I'm being so reflective, and the reason why I'm operating with a little bit of urgency right now, is because we're heading into the end of the year. Things are going to start shifting, and I just want to make sure that if this is something that we want to do. So anyway, we've run this out of time. We've got 7 minutes. Terrible ideas to preserve this community. How do we keep healthy ongoing participant acquisition? Is this like and terrible ideas, by the way. I want terrible ideas. I want this to, I think it's a bad decision, maybe not a terrible idea, to say like, I'm not going to do social media. I might come back to that and change that around. But if this is just like, tell a buddy, bring a friend, it's what are some alternative channels where we can talk about this and do it in a way that doesn't feel icky or gacky, gets the right people in here to be a part of it. Scott Holtzman, Living Mural. Oh yeah, this was Scott's idea yesterday. Imagivate, to imagine and marinate. To build on the worst ideas this ideation committee has excavated. That's great. And that's kind of the maybe that's the beginning of put a pin in it that could lead to something that feels, and I like this, live mural. That's really great. That's a terrible idea. Trying to build a mural right now feels like a terrible idea. Hive mind technology, Baradane. It's coming. Let's embrace it. Let's get into an open beta or alpha and start to adopt the hive mind technology. Hive mind tech is definitely a big part of where we're headed. Magical Trevor too. This is the part where children are suggested. You know, I love it. I love when we bring small children into this and compromise their safety. So bring them on. Bring on small children ideas. I think that's hilarious. Dave on Base 32. Syndicate to foreign markets. Do occasional mixers and best ofs. Okay. Syndicate. With subtitles maybe, or dubs. We should have somebody dub me in each language. Syndicate. Let's see. Pay everyone in chat. Hey, wait a minute. Actually, you know what? That's a terrible idea, and also potentially a great idea. I really actually do believe that what we're doing together is we're creating a new value proposition to people who are looking to solve problems. Can you imagine and I have actually. I've been thinking about like what happens if you bring a client in or you bring a nonprofit in that's looking to have an idea. To be able to come in and tap this brain trust to get terrible ideas, I think is actually really great. And how are you guys compensated for that time? I think it'll be interesting to explore that. Let's see. Write the Discord URL in gas station bathrooms. Let's get the real thinkers out there. The people who are sitting there long enough to look at a URL, particularly on a stall. That's a great idea. URL in gas station bathrooms. Nice. Gross. Tiny hands build communities, Troy. That's right, Baradane. Get those kids in here. Folks, I need more kids' ideas. Every Friday is a clip show, a short promo of all the best terrible ideas of the week. We can post to our other accounts to recruit Gen 2. Okay. That's a good idea. I'll take it. And actually, by the way, folks, if my bet on Twitch is right, which is I want to build this community just here in Twitch. Discord, I think, is a great place to kind of like do the stuff that Twitch can't do. But instead of trying to like be on YouTube and all of that stuff, by the way, I'm outside of archiving. I think I'm going to cut that loose too. If we're going to double down on Twitch, there are some mechanisms in Twitch that can kind of help with discovery, but and Clips is one of them. Clips on Friday. Clips show on Friday. I like that a lot. Let's see. Brianna Matsky, good morning. More guests. Okay, I agree. But they need to be much meaner. Making fun of our terrible ideas is great for audience engagement. Yes, we all desire to have our stuff absolutely flayed. So more meaner guests. Nice one. I agree with more guests too, by the way. I love when I have my guests on. Haven't we had some great people? We've had some amazing people. We've had Kristen and Sarah and Emily Squirrel, and we've had David Rosenberg was on. We've had Support Sidecar and Thought Worst jump in a lot. Forgive me if I'm missing any of my great ones. Just awesome folks. So the more the merrier, as far as I'm concerned. Recruit partner co-hosts who can stream at different times of the avail. Hey, by the way, folks, thank you, Jaco. I do see Imagivate Network as a sandbox for you. So I have actually personally invited some of you to start thinking about ideas for your own shows on the network, and we'll figure out what that looks like if it's if you actually do it on the Imagivate channel, or you have your own channel, and then we're kind of linking back and forth with partners, or you want to come on and co-host and do something collaboratively with me just to try stuff out. That is a wide open invitation to the entire community. So bring it on. Cliff Notes of Terrible Ideas. All right. So it's not enough to have them be really short and sweet in the stream. We need to even digest them more. The Cliff Evader. That's a good one. M Squirrel. Catfish angsty 20-somethings from dating apps. Yeah, now we're talking. Ooh, bait and switch on Tinder. That's a great idea. Like, hey, looking for a hot time? You want to meet me at 8:30 a.m. live on a stream, not in person? Let's get it on. Scott Holtzman, Zoom stream tomorrow into your Discord. Let's hear everyone's bad ideas live. You guys want to do some live voice filterless Imagivation together on Discord? I could definitely see that going down. That's a terrible idea. That is a terrible idea. Support Sidecar, double down on the amount of streams. Why don't you have a lunch stream and a midnight stream and a 3 a.m. stream? Burn all bridges that don't lead to Imagivation. Well, at some point, that's not impossible. But I know that I have reached my twilight years. I'll be very honest with you. It wouldn't last very long, I'm sure. Thought Worst, give us homework. Okay, so yeah, and that's a lot of that's actually happening in the Thinkubator. That's not a bad idea. And Holtzman, Twitch stream tomorrow into your Discord. Yeah. I think I got that. I probably read it the right way. Put a text to speech on the chat. Yep, I need to do that. Thank you, Captain Spectra. Captain Spectra, that's a great idea. We should definitely get that going. Dave on Base 32, corporate sponsors, guys. Thank you so much. That's a great start. I'm gonna probably bring this up again next week. I think we should keep it going. But really do think. I mean, I guess I know I was a little all over the place with what I'm trying to say. Just think about this. This is your homework assignment Thoughtworst gave you. And sorry, you guys can get angry at him for this. But let's do this again next Wednesday maybe. Let's reconvene on this. How do we get more people like you to be in here? And I don't mean like this does not need to be scaled up to hundreds or thousands of people. I don't care, actually. I really don't care. As long as what we have is a guarantee that every time I hit the stream, I'm going to have smart people like you and, a dozen or so that can make this go. That is the challenge. That's the brief. And that's what we're going to try to Imagivate until we kind of maybe head into the new year. And then maybe we've got a plan for what Imagivate Network looks like heading into 2021. Thanks, everybody. I'm really excited about this was show number 38, by the way, going for almost 2 months now, and it's all thanks to you. And I just want to keep it alive. I want this to be special, and I want us to have it together for as long as we can. So think about it. Happy Thanksgiving. I will see you on Friday morning. Goodbye, everybody.
I've got my straight line and my ultra fine and my free time and your deadline. How did you ever think that you could justify when you hang me out to dry? I never thought I'd have to watch a grown man cry when you hang me out to dry. Your test check down to the last spec. It's not your best yet, cause it's a train wreck.
Dave and Rick down.
When you hang me out to dry, I'll never understand a single reason why. When you hang me out to dry.
Blew your mind.